Say Gimpar.
What is good? Thank you for pulling up and tapping in. Ooh, a gift. Let's see what it is. Sometimes people really give some really nice gifts, you know? Oh, this car? I'm gonna talk about this car in a minute. You're gonna see some more of this car upcoming, but first let's see what this gift is real quick. I mean, it can't possibly be a car that I don't have, but hey, it could certainly be a car that somebody else could get. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll give it away.
Wow, that's generous.
If I don't sell it. Maybe if it's cheap, I'll sell it.
Horizon, isn't it? Shall we send a thank you?
Or I'll sell it cheap. One or the other. Come on.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's got to be a PlayStation user that did this. Do people really still think this is funny? Anyway, this car right here is going to be the subject of my next video. Right? This Mitsubishi right here. I think this car might be the absolute best value for the money in the game. And the way I have it tuned right now, it's a stock tune. So original suspension, original engine, and then just stack all my tunes on top of that. Instead of no engine swap, no drivetrain swap, you know? So it is what it is. Best value for money, this Eclipse. So that will be our next video. But this video is about the 2 Ecent Labs races this week, which were actually pretty good. The first one, man, I enjoyed the first one a lot. It's got like little shortcuts and stuff. Like you could do 2 laps of the race and have 2 completely different laps. If the race had 4 laps, you could do 4 completely different laps in the race, which is cool. So it's off-road. And what I noticed about these off-road races, like the artificial off-road, is the cars don't handle the same as they do in the regular off-roads. You know, they're not as drifty or slidey. And I guess, you know, you got to handle it. This is unbeatable. I'm going to try to do most of my races in unbeatable, and the lowest I'll probably go is pro. You know, if it's like super hard to beat. Because again, these custom races, I say again like you just heard this, but I said it before. These custom races, you have to train the drivatars for the race, because this is a race that the drivatars aren't used to. So they have to learn the race. And the more people race the race, see, I'm doing this race like a couple of days after it was released, but it was released before in a previous series, but that's neither here nor there. On Unbeatable, it's going to be easier the earlier you play it, because the drivatars haven't been trained yet. And that's another thing. I think this game has the absolute worst AI, because we've trained the AI to be bad. I don't know if you watch Goosiest or Ryzen videos, but Ryzen will actively target you in races. Actively target you. Like, he'll veer completely off course to hit you if you're gonna win. And I'd be asking the question, how can you take pride in winning like that? You know? How can you accept that as a reasonable win? I try to do my races as clean as possible, even against drivatars, because I know how I race is informing my drivatar how to race against you guys when I end up with you. Anyway, that's my rant. The Sherwood Forest race was really good. I enjoyed that. And this isn't how fast the races are. I've got it sped up 50%. This one is also a good race. I like this one. I started this race in a different car. I was doing this in my Audi before. More horsepower than I mean, this car's got 234 horses right here. But the handling is what won me this race. Because I was able to maintain a higher speed on the turns than all the other cars. And I'm not saying I don't make contact with other cars in races, right? But when I do, I try to limit that contact to not knocking that car off course, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to knock you off the course. I want to win. And if we have some incidental contact, like if we trade paint in a race, then, you know, that's fine. Like that, sorry. I had no other, there was nothing else I could do there. But I did avoid doing it to the second S2000, so, and that's why I fell behind. Because sometimes I will hit the brakes really hard to avoid taking somebody out. Like, I hate when it happens to me, man. I hate it. Especially when people deliberately do it. See, right there, I hit him, but I turned my wheel so I wouldn't pin him to the wall, and that guy too. I don't want to pin anybody to the wall. I don't want to win that way. See, right there, I could have pushed him a lot more, but I didn't. I wish more people raced like this. But the event labs this week were actually really good. I enjoyed them thoroughly. Does anybody else use barriers and dividers to slow themselves down on turns, or is it just me? Like, sometimes I'll hit the barrier, I'll run right into the barrier, full speed, and that will slow me down to the speed I need to get around the turn. I don't know. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for pulling up and tapping in as usual. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.